start streaming to YouTube, so no yelling racist rants.
You got it. I can do that
until after we're done.
Yeah. All right. Well, how this is going to work is I'm going to start the podcast, and I'm going to play some music, which you probably won't hear, so it'll probably be awkward silence for about 15 seconds or so. And then we'll come in, we'll introduce you, and we'll just go from there. And it's just not really a hardcore interview situation. It's more we'll just talk and have a conversation.
Yeah, just comedy pod shit.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. So, fellas, you ready to do this thing?
Yes.
All right. Here we go in
Yeah,
3, 2, 1. That music can only mean one thing. It is time for the Open Micers Podcast. My name is Jason Robbins.
I'm Jacob Craig, and I'm pretty yoked to get this month rolling, dude. I mean, we've been hitting this month hard. We started off the month with Matt Ruby. Then we got Brian O'Halloran back in here. We just did a bonus episode with Krangus, where we just did the most filthy fucking topics we could have ever done. So, I mean, that's the best Patreon episode you could have asked for. And now, and we're in the meat of the month with the guy that you can all go see for yourselves. Friday, May 19th at Club 337 in Lafayette, Louisiana. I will say the best club in the Southeast. Club 337 out of Lafayette, Louisiana. It's not even a fucking legit club, dude. But it's amazing. And you can see him. Go buy tickets right now at LafayetteComedy.com. It's Mike Recine, everybody. How you doing, sir?
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine, you know? Always doing fine. Yeah.
I'm glad you gave us an honest answer, because no one's doing more than just fine.
Yeah, well, I'm having kind of a tough month, but it's okay because I get to be a comedian. So it's probably better than most people's. Like I was thinking about killing myself earlier today, but then I was after I did my podcast, and then my son got real excited and he ran into me, and then we started playing a game where we were running into each other, and that was fun. And I was like, I can't kill myself because my kid needs me, and this is fun, and I'm not going to actually do it. I was just thinking about it.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, because we would have had to scramble to find
you would have had to, yeah. Now, is this going to be video?
Yes.
So I should adjust my angle, right?
Oh, you're fine.
I should try to get a better angle.
I like your angle right now, Mike Recine. Yeah. I think you have a good, just relaxing angle going on.
Okay, I'm laying down.
Yeah. No, this is what we
double chin. That's how all podcasts should be done, laying down, because then you get more relaxed.
Right.
You're more truthful.
I know, and I think I need to start leaning into looking like shit. You know?
Yeah. Nobody do the Louis thing.
Nobody respects.
That was a fucking pizza stain on your shirt.
Nobody respects a well-rested, great-looking comedian. So you got to look a little disheveled and tired.
No, right. And I feel like the LA comics do that. They try too hard to be, It's like we all know you're 45 years old. You're wearing pants with glitter on them.
Right. Let's just ignore all of the Matt Rife TikToks taking the world by storm right now.
Right. And hey, good for him. He's having his little moment right now. We're happy for him, but yeah.
So whenever you're at a comedy show and you see somebody come up on stage, like you're at an open mic or whatever, and you see somebody walking up like in a suit, do you immediately think like, oh, this guy's going to do like observational humor? Would you rather see somebody walk up there that just basically looks homeless because he's going to have some funny shit to say?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you don't see a ton of suits anymore. I think people used to do that because it would set them apart. I think now the only time you see a suit is like because the guy's like the vice principal of a middle school or something. He's coming after his job, Yeah. But I don't know if Yeah, I'm kind of glad. I don't think suits. Well, suits never really did anything. I don't know why people did that. It didn't make anything like funnier. I don't feel.
Yeah, I feel like people did it back in the '80s because they were like wanted people to come see them at the club in the suit. Be like, I'm ready for the Tonight Show right now. I can fucking walk over there.
Right. Yeah, and now you don't even have to wear a suit. You had to wear a suit on Letterman, right?
I think so. Yeah,
when you did Letterman.
Yeah, Chrissy D wore a suit on his Letterman.
Yeah. The only thing suits need to come back to is the NBA coaches. I watch basketball games now, and I'm just, and everybody is just horrified by these guys in these pullovers. You know, I don't know why they changed that.
You know, I never thought about that because you like the only sports you see where they I don't know if they still do because I don't watch basketball, but like you said, basketball coaches would wear suits and hockey coaches would wear suits. But do hockey coaches, because that's a great look to be like you're near the ice and you're wearing a suit. Yeah.
That's really cool. And then, now they all just look like slobs.
Because, like, you always had the baseball managers, you know, like wearing an actual uniform. It's like 80-year-old guys wearing uniform. Like, you're not going to run out on the field and, you know, pinch hit. Like, why are they wearing...
No, but I think that makes sense because you're playing near dirt, so you don't want to, like, wear... They would be... If a baseball manager wore a suit, that would be silly because you're in the dirt.
Yeah.
So it makes sense
they also
to
make
wear,
like
your...
They also make like $2 million a year, though. Like...
Yeah. Oh, you're saying they should just get mud all over?
Yeah, dude, just ruin a fucking $500 suit every game.
They should just ruin a suit every game. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Auction it off, you know what I mean? Auction it off for charity.
Right.
They should just wear a jock strap. A jock strap and cleats. That's what they should wear. with standing at the edge of the dugout with like their leg hiked up. You can like see their taint. They're just spitting everywhere. I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah, they should dump a big bucket of Gatorade on like an Armani suit when they win the game. It's fun.
So you mentioned playing with your kid. Did you do anything fun for Mother's Day at all?
We went to Jersey to see my mom. So the whole thing is like Mother's Day was tough this year because like my grandmother is 97 and she's still alive. And then so my mom has always felt like she never got a Mother's Day because she had to do stuff for her mother. So now I feel like I have to do stuff for my mom because my grandmother like refuses to die. And then so now I have to like my mom and my son's mom because my son is 2, so he doesn't know what Mother's Day is. So I was like, there was a lot of pressure this year to do something nice for the 2 of them, which is hard when you have no money.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We all know what that's like.
Yeah, dude. My this is my mom's first Mother's Day since my dad died, so she just did yard work all day.
Oh, that's nice. I got a yard work mom too. My mom loves doing yard work.
Yeah, my mom never does yard work. She just was just like, I don't know what the fuck else I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna go like mow the lawn, I guess.
Right.
My mom has never done yard work in her life. See, when I moved out, my mom and dad converted my room into her
podcast studio,
her sewing room. So that's what she has now. Like she has sewing, like 50 different sewing machines in there, and that's all she does all day is sew shit. I'm like, who is all this for? Like she's making pillows and quilts. I'm like, who are you selling this shit on the side? Like, what are you doing over here?
I bet that's awesome though. I bet she's like, this rules when she wheeled that first sewing machine in there.
Oh yeah, God forbid I ever get destitute and have to move back home. She's gonna be be like, you're sleeping on the couch.
You will, yeah. You can't take that away from her now.
Yeah.
You're sleeping on the sewing machines, asshole.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's like the equivalent of building a podcast studio with like an extra bedroom in your house.
Yeah.
Or like a gaming room or something.
I used to have that before I got divorced.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did your bitch ex-wife take all your podcast stuff?
No, I got to keep my podcast stuff, but you know, now I'm designated to the corner of my apartment here, like jammed in the corner.
Okay, now I'm kind of interested in this. Like, what happens when you get divorced? Because I think about divorce a lot. Just because you want to know, like, you want to have like a plan. I don't plan on getting divorced, but you want like a plan in case it happens. So did you find a place to live? Do you have to have a roommate or?
I think the plan is if you're a dude, don't do it.
Yeah.
Well, when we split up, I actually moved out and got an apartment and left her the house, and she had couple of aunts that moved in with her. So they were paying for the house while I had an apartment. And then once we got divorced, we sold the house and split the money that was left over. But our divorce was also uncontested. So there was no real litigation to it. And all I had to do was get a lawyer, and the lawyer basically represented both sides. And then I had to go to divorce court, and he asked me like a bunch of questions, like, is your, so-and-so, my ex-wife, he's like, is she pregnant at this time? I'm like, no, if she is, it's not mine, obviously. But just a bunch of questions like that. And then he's like, they grant your divorce and you're done. You walk out of the court a single person.
Well, so why didn't you contest the divorce though? Yeah, because she cheated on you, right?
I could have, but
Jesus, Jacob.
I joke about it.
I'm just saying, dude, fight back, get a win for the dudes, man. Come on.
I could have sued for alimony or palimony, whatever they call it, because she made more money than me, and I went into a worse situation because of it. Because like I left the house and everything.
Yes,
and
I would have fucked one of her aunts.
Yeah, dude. In the house that should be yours.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I was basically just ready to get over and done with, so let's just get this over and done so I can be a free man.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. You feel better now?
Much. Yes.
You have your own place?
It sucks to not have, a house with like an extra room with like, because I had my own designated like podcast room. It was also like my gaming room and everything. But honestly, I prefer this over being.
That's not where she cheated on you, is it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I hope not.
That would upset me a lot if my wife cheated on me in my podcasting room.
Yeah, I would have had to
gaming room.
Disinfect everything before I left.
Yeah, dude, why does this microphone smell bad all of a sudden?
This microphone smells like Dookie.
Honey, have you been playing Call of Duty on my machine again? That's the most you think that happened.
Oh. So, Mike, me and you have a little something in common because
let me guess.
Go ahead.
Special needs brother.
Close.
Okay.
Very close. You have a special needs brother. I'm a special needs teacher.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
my mom is.
Really? Because of your brother?
I think so. When I was in high school, she went back to work and she started working at like a special needs school that my brother had gone to, and now she like still works there. She's almost 70, and she's working there. She likes it. I don't think she's gonna retire anytime soon. She likes to work. She's a real workhorse, and that's what she does. It's like half special needs kids and half behavioral problems. So there's a wing of the school of like. Kids with behavioral problems that got kicked out of their high school. Yeah,
dude. So our school is like they're one and the same. Like all of our kids have behavior plans. They're just all fucking bad. Like I have scratches all over my arm right now.
Really?
From wrestling 300-pound autistic children. Yeah, dude.
Crazy. Yeah, people have no idea what a tough job that must be.
No, dude. People, and I didn't realize this either until I started working at the school. People have no idea, like, the varying degrees of autism. Because I was going to ask you about this.
Sure.
Like, I was going to ask if your brother was, like, original recipe autism, or if he's, like, one of these new versions that have been coming out that are fucking different, bro.
Right. Well, no, he's not. He's nonverbal. I guess that's the best way to describe it.
Right. So he's, like, kind of the kids I work with then.
Yeah. I did a podcast. I did Stavros' podcast recently, and some guy called in, and he was like, I work with special needs kids. He's like, I love my job, but it's like really hard and I want to kill myself sometimes.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's definitely difficult, but it's like I didn't even realize the differences until like I started working there because my cousin's autistic, but he's the kind of autistic where we got to talking about Ninja Turtles and he was like, oh, Ninja Turtles, 1980, produced by New Line Cinema.
Uh-huh.
Raphael played by this actor. So he's like that kind of fucking smart autism.
Yeah.
And the kids that I work with, like they'll like try to fucking, one kid had an infected eye and he was like eating off of it and shit.
Yeah.
They're like doing shit like that. This is like a whole new breed of autism.
I know it almost shouldn't be the same disease. It's almost like a different, yeah.
Yeah, and they have like IDD now too, which is like it's autism, but also it's like the worst autism it can be if they're IDD.
It's like if you had two people that were bitten by spiders, and one became Spider-Man, and the other one was like paralyzed from the neck down. You know,
right?
But that's like they both
exactly
got,
how it is.
But like they both got spider bites. Yeah,
right. I mean, we have a few superpowers in the school. Like there's a kid who can play piano by ear, but she's blind. So that's like her trade-off.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, people always ask me, they were like, does your brother, oh, I bet your brother's really good. People would see a movie and they'd be like, oh, I bet your brother's really good at puzzles. Or they'd be like, oh, I bet your brother can like, you know, like play blackjack or whatever.
That's actually a pretty good question for both of you guys. Is there anything you would trade, like, for some sort of superpower? Like Jacob, you said the girl can play piano by ear, but she has no sight. Like, is there something that you would want a superpower of, but you lose some other sense? Yeah,
I'm just trying to think of a superpower that I would want. Maybe like some type of jetpack would be nice. You know?
Well, you can get a jetpack now. You know,
you can.
Yeah, you haven't seen those guys?
Yeah, dude, fucking.
Yeah, they have dudes that fly around in jetpacks. What airport was it, like in California or something? There's this guy that literally has a jetpack, and he was for like a month. He was just flying around. They didn't know what it was. They couldn't find out it was just a dude with a jetpack.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I can't remember where it was. It was
so you're telling me I can just go full Boba Fett?
Yeah, pretty much.
But do you have to fight crime with it, or can you just like use it to like go to Whole Foods?
I don't know.
I mean, that's going to be hard to put on a bike chain, to be honest.
The jetpack?
Yeah, right. You can't just leave it outside the store.
Some fucking teenagers steal it. You just like come out of the store. It's not there. You're like, oh shit.
Dude, give me a jetpack right now.
Yeah. There's a bunch of teenagers taking turns flying it around.
You damn kids, I gave up my toes for that jetpack.
Yeah.
That was my trade-off.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would give up for a superpower, dude. I'd probably give up I'd give up something like my hair or something to be able to produce insulin again. And then just fucking be back to normal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not a
And is there really are there really opportunities to like fight crime? Like I feel like you'd end up just working with the cops and they'd be like, hey, there's a lady selling churros on the subway. Go get her. You know?
Well, have you guys heard about like the real life like superheroes, like the crime fighters that have tried to do it in real life?
Maybe.
Yeah, I've heard.
So there's this guy in Chicago, I think. He went by Phoenix Jones.
That was a Seattle.
He was just this MMA fighter guy. Seattle, whatever, dude. Of course, Jason knows right where the fuck it is. Right. That's why you got divorced, Jason. You fucking nerd. It was just this MMA fighter guy, and he just dressed up in a gold costume and beat the shit out of people. And the cops were like, "Cool, man. You can stop now. Here's like a key to the city or whatever, and now you can never be a fucking what you're doing again."
And then so that was the end of it. Who was he beating up?
That was the end of it. Yeah. Like I mean,
more like a villain.
Criminals.
Yeah.
I mean, he was stopping like robberies and shit.
He was,
but they're still like you don't even have a gun, dude. You're just like beating the shit out of people. Like,
right.
Yeah, but it's kind of like what Batman does. I mean, Jacob, you have a whole bit about this. Or is it?
Yeah, I do.
About how Batman is just a rich dude that just goes around at night beating up the mentally ill.
No, that's not one of my bits. I have a different Batman bit. That I don't know. I don't remember who does that bit. That's a different subpar comic that does that.
I thought that was you that did that. Yeah, but think about like if you had a superpower like flight. Okay,
Mhm.
like you could literally like fly like Superman without a
Mhm.
jetpack.
Mhm.
But that's all you get. Like
Yeah.
that's not really that useful. Like you
Yeah.
don't
How
have
fast
like
can you fly too?
just normal like your top speed's like, 25 miles an hour.
That's it.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
could fly like you
Dude,
could fly.
that's
Actually, what if
that's
you
nothing.
what if you could fly
That's
but
like gliding. Yeah.
you can only fly
yeah, that's not
20.
You're basically a magic carpet at that point.
Yeah, you can fly like 20 feet off the ground and you do like 25 miles an hour tops.
Yeah, you can only charge like 50
Dude, that's
cents per
fucking
ride.
that's fucking Chris Angel mind freak, dude. He can already do that.
Yeah.
Why am I taking his powers?
Kevin James had an old bit where he was talking about how his girlfriend missed him because he was on the road, and she was like, "Yeah, I wish I had a magic carpet. I'd be there in like 2 hours." He's like, "What?" He's like, "What do you got a layover in Dallas? How do you get 2 hours with a magic carpet?"
Yeah, I think if you were going to have a superpower, I mean, super strength would be useful, or like invincibility would be useful, but everybody would pick flying, but there's really not much you can do with that. Like
How would invisibility be useful though? I guess if you're shoplifting. I would just use it for the most mediocre things. I'd go to Best Buy and just get a new TV.
I don't care who you are, invisibility would turn everyone, any person, into a villain.
Well, yeah, invisibility would be cool because you could just like, if you see a couple fighting, you could just listen to what they're fighting about.
Oh, I do that now. I mean, I can hear my neighbors.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, you can just hit one of them and escalate it.
Yeah,
they won't know it's you.
See, super villain.
Yeah, I guess invisibility though, like what would you? I mean, you would definitely end up at the Planet Fitness locker room. It's like,
dude, that'd be my first stop.
The first thing.
No, what else would you do?
I would go to the bank and just walk right into the vault and just start taking money. But I wouldn't take a lot. I would just take like, $1,000 at a time, but do it over the course of like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, but then how do you have to get in and out of the vault before they close the door? What if you get I guess if you get locked, you just wait for them to open it again.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Is the bank vault like the comical giant door that we think of anymore, or is it different?
I think it is, right?
I don't know.
I don't think it's like a giant door they got back there anymore.
I don't think
it's literally just like a safe.
I think my bank just pretty much throws their shit in a closet. I don't think there's a vault.
That's funny that you brought up the bank because the only thing I could think of was the Planet Fitness dressing room. If I was invisible,
see,
I guess I'm not motivated by money like that.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
that's instantly where my mind went.
My wife would be like, "You're invisible and you can't even get us some money."
Yeah, see, you guys apparently have more money than I do. That's my first instinct, is go get money.
Yeah.
So, Mike, where are you from, by the way? Because I feel like it's East Coast, but is it Jersey?
Yeah, I'm from Jersey originally, and I've been in Brooklyn for 15 years.
Awesome. Yeah. I see, because I couldn't pinpoint where you were from by the accent, but I by the accent I kind of thought Boston too, looking at your comedy style, because I feel like you have like that Boston comedy style where you just kind of over and over like bombard people with jokes.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, like I think I have
fucking punchline.
Well, I'm from like sort of south, like central South Jersey, and that's like more of like a Philly accent, which I think is kind of the worst. That to me is kind of like the worst accent. And then I think after being in New York for a while, it's changed a little bit. It's moved more towards a traditional New York accent, which is just a little not as not sexy as it's slightly more sexy than the Philly accent.
Do you ever have trouble understanding people when you're on tour, dealing with like opposite accents?
No. Like people like in the US?
Yeah.
Oh, wait till you get to Lafayette. You're not
Really?
going to be able to understand anybody down there.
Is it like
We're from like 2 hours away from there, and I can't
Okay.
understand what people from there are talking about.
Oh, really? Is everybody
That's
like
true.
Cajun?
It's very Cajun.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, okay. Because I watch. There's a guy on TikTok that I watch, and he does like Cajun cooking, and he'll be like, "What's up with one stick of butter now?"
Mm-hmm.
Is that how they talk?
Is that fucking cracker guy? What's his name?
I think so. He just cooks
Yeah.
on his flat top.
Yeah. We had a friend who had him on their podcast, and yeah, just no one can fucking understand that guy, dude.
Yeah.
He might as well go to my school. He's fucking.
Oh, yeah.
No one, I can teach him how to talk better.
That's not a bad idea. Get him to enroll.
I will say the one time it took me off guard because I was in Pensacola at like a comic book convention, and I ran into somebody who was like British from the UK, and she kept asking me the same question over and over again, and we just have opposite accents, and I was like, I don't like, I'm not fucking getting it, dude. Like, you're gonna have to dumb it down for me.
Interesting.
My friend Mikey, who is a bass player, and I've been playing with him. We've been in several bands together over the last 20 years, but he's from South Jersey, and he has that Philly accent. And we were on the road back in 2004, 2005, and we did a radio pop in for a radio station, and we walk in and we're all introducing ourselves, and it gets to him, and he goes, "Mike," like that, and the guy goes, "Oh, you're British." He's like, "No, I'm from Jersey."
No, I'm not. I'm from South Jersey.
It's very, very distinct accents from North and South Jersey.
For sure.
So, Mike, you had the opportunity to do comedy on Conan before it went off the air, and I'm always interested to ask people when they've done Conan, like, what was the kind of difference there between doing like other late night shows? Because I feel like it was a lot more like lenient with the stuff you could get away with.
Yeah, well, that's the only late night show I think that I've ever done. I was on it twice, but yeah, it just I don't know. I'm glad that I was able to do that one because I just feel like even some of these other bigger shows like the Tonight Show or Colbert, I don't know. It's just like not as cool to me as getting to do Conan, even though he was on TBS, and I don't even know if that many people saw the set. But yeah, I'm glad that I was able to. It feels cool that I was able to be on that show. The first time I did it, I think that was the greatest. That was the greatest day of my life. In fact, the day that my son was born, I kept kind of comparing it to doing Conan, and I was like, I think
Conan.
Yeah, I was like, I think doing Conan the first time was better than this, because everybody says, oh, the day your child is born, it's the greatest day of your life, but not everybody does Conan. Not everybody gets to meet Conan and talk about comedy for a little bit.
No, that's true.
You know?
Dude. That's very true.
Yeah.
And dude, Conan was just the best in terms of comedy because he was like,
he's just the best.
He would fight for stuff to stay into his show, and I feel like Fallon, for instance, it's mostly industry comics that go on there, like people that are actually funny most of the time. They're not worried about doing Fallon,
right? Yeah, I just like, I don't think anybody is as funny off the cuff as Conan is. You see him in some of those other videos, and like when he would play video games, and when he would I don't know, just in interviews, like there's just nobody who really there's no late night host who is kind of on his level. It must be a miserable life,
right?
But sure makes us happy. Sure entertains the hell out of us,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, he did have a great writing. I mean, he had Louis C.K. and Robert Smigel and all these like great writers. But he also was a great writer. He, Simpsons and everything, and
yeah. I mean, he was a guy who like purposely during the writer's strike, when the studio kind of forced him to do shows, he would do just the worst, silliest shit for skits and be like, fucking bring the writers back. This is what you get.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine? But can you imagine like Jimmy Kimmel being that funny off the cuff, or like Fallon, or any of these other guys?
Dude, I've been saying for years I could do Jimmy Kimmel's show
Yeah,
because I have as much of a personality as Jimmy Kimmel, which is
right,
fucking
right,
cardboard,
right,
and I have
right,
all
right.
the shit that I can read. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Like anyone can do that show.
that's what it kind of feels like to me. Yeah, it's like there's not a lot of. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of writing there.
Just the whole.
No,
I think
I mean-
Conan was definitely the last of the great late night hosts because it just feels. None of the late night shows just feel dangerous anymore. You know, like David Letterman always had like an edge to it. You know, even back in the Johnny Carson days at the Tonight Show, like that was the place to be if you were an up and coming comic, or if you needed to promote something. That's where you wanted to be. And like now, I just feel like the late night shows are just kind of mediocre.
Yeah, and I'm sure Carson probably felt a little subversive, you know, like at the time, and now it's like somebody like Jimmy Fallon is the machine, you know. You got to go, and you're on right after he plays beer pong with Paris Hilton or whatever it is he's doing.
Yeah, but even on Johnny Carson, like when he would have the comedians, like they would do their set, and then they would immediately come over to the couch, and they would have a little interview or whatever.
Well, if they did well, they would get waved. They would get waved to the couch,
and it just felt
it was like a thing.
It felt like dangerous, like anything could happen at that point.
Yeah.
Well, now, dude, it's like they're not even using comics anymore, and like we were talking about this on an episode a few weeks ago. It seems like a no-brainer to have comics host everything because you can get off-the-cuff observations at any moment. They can turn any moment funny, and then you got guys like fucking James Corden having a show. It's like he's not providing anything for that, dude. He's being as fake as everyone else, and he's not bringing anything to the table.
Right. Nobody's like calling anybody out. There's a great segment with Conan where Jennifer Garner tries to tell him that snuck is not a word, and he looks it up in the dictionary.
Yeah, dude. All that shit's gone. Like if you told that to Jimmy Fallon,
right?
Like he would just fucking rim your asshole, dude. Like you're like, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, you're so great. Like
sure. That's a good Fallon.
Thank you.
Like even Stephen Colbert, I love Stephen Colbert, especially like back when he was doing the Colbert Report. Like I think he's a great comedian, and it just feels like his show now is just like it's so formulaic. Like especially like his monologues and everything, and that's I watch it because I get some laughs out of it sometimes, but it's like the same thing every night.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like, dude, think about if you came across a comic who did like a new Trump joke at a show every time for the last 4 years since 2016 or whatever. Like that's what they've been getting away with. They've been getting away with doing hack shit that real comics would never fucking do. Like they're still doing Trump jokes out here. Like that's
I guess people are watching. I guess people are watching it though. I guess boomers, that's probably their audience, and that's what they want to see.
Which, I mean, people aren't watching it, though, too. It's like...
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the podcasters have made this point where it's like, I could have just gone on my friend's podcast instead of doing the show and gotten so many more people to watch my shit.
And it's like people who actually... It's the people that you want. It's the fans that you want.
Yeah.
Right. And it's the content you want, too. Because, like, you come on Open Micers, you can talk about anything, dude. We'll fucking... Like, just no limits.
Yeah. Yeah, we talk about Jason's divorce, Jason's whore of an ex-wife.
Well, I mean, Jacob will get there one day. He'll be divorced, and I'll be the one making fun of him.
Right. We're all gonna get there one day.
Yeah, when you get divorced, we'll have you back on the show.
Awesome. I can't wait. Let's meet back at this
we'll
spot.
Compare notes and see who won.
Yeah.
Let's meet back here in 18 months, fellas.
All right. Deal. You can tell me your experience with the...
I love how it was that soon.
Yeah.
Is there common law in Jersey? or you said you're in Brooklyn now. Is there common law in New York?
I would imagine. I'm not sure, but I would imagine
rough.
there is. Yeah. How do people know stuff about? I don't know anything about law, and I wish I did. Can you just like Google it? I should know more stuff about legal things.
I'll Google it.
You just Google any law.
Oh my god, dude!
Marriage.
Don't fucking Google it. This is a thing on our show. Jason doesn't know how to Google, so we're gonna be here for 5 years to get the wrong fucking answer.
Okay.
Because look at him. How old do you think Jason is, Mike?
41.
Close. I'll be 46 next week.
Oh, nice.
Damn it! I hate that he went under.
You got good skin.
Does New Jersey recognize common law marriage? Does not permit common law marriage.
New York, Jason. New York.
I thought you said New Jersey.
I corrected myself. He was in Brooklyn now, Jason. Listen to the show.
He's talking about going to see his mom in New Jersey earlier, so I don't know.
Look, I'm gonna get it in 5 fucking seconds.
Shut your face. Let's see.
Well, first of all, you're asking Jeeves. That's the problem.
Right. New York does not permit.
No, they're not recognized in New York.
Does not permit common law marriages. Actually, between 1908 to 1993, common law marriages were permitted, but no longer. So you can shack up all you want in New York, and you don't have to worry about common law marriage.
It's not bad.
Which that's become a thing now. Because do you guys know who Israel Adesanya is?
No.
Do you watch the UFC at all?
No.
Okay, so he's like a really famous UFC fighter, right? And his girlfriend of like 13 years, they broke up. And now she's trying to sue him for half of all of his property because she's like, well, we were together for too long for me to not get half of that.
How long were they together?
Together for 13 years, I think.
They lived together?
I mean, probably. But it's like, you weren't married, you're just together.
Yeah.
And he's Nigerian, and he lives in New Zealand. So, like, I don't think they have law at all over there. They don't have law in those countries.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. No comment on that one.
Let alone common law. They don't have law there.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Just a thought, guys.
But yeah, getting divorced is really weird, and I don't recommend it.
Well, now it sucks to even break up because they'll be like, I want half your shit because we've been together for a few years. Right.
It sucks to apartments are so expensive. I don't think our parents' generation dealt with this, but it's like you watch a movie from like 1985 or whatever, and a couple breaks up, and the guy like moves into a new place, even if it's like a shithole. Like in Mrs. Doubtfire, when they get divorced, like he moves into a place. He moves into like a fucking 3-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
After him and his wife split up. Like if they made it today, he would have to like live in a van or something.
Dude, and he was a voice actor.
Yeah.
He's doing that on a voice actor salary.
Right.
Dude, when I got my own place, I'm still in the same place. It's a 1-bedroom townhouse. And it was pretty run down when I moved in here. They actually spent the last few years making it look decent, but I really didn't pay that much. But it's all I could afford, and I spent every dime I had saved up to move into this place. Because when you move out, like, dude, when you move into an apartment, you got to pay your first and last month's rent. You got to have security deposits, pet deposits, and then when you get all your shit turned on, you got deposits for lights, for water, for everything. So by the time just to move into an apartment,
don't get me started, brother.
It's like $3,000 just to get moved into an apartment.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she has the nerve to be like, "Oh, nice. Oh, this is your apartment, Daniel." It's like he's in like a fucking 3-bedroom. It's like 1,100 square feet.
Yeah,
you know. But if my wife and I got divorced, I would literally have to like live in a van, or I just have to park my van on our sidewalk and just watch guys go in and out of the house.
Watching guys and Jason's ex-wife coming in and out of the apartment.
Yeah, exactly. I just be in a U-Haul with a pair of binoculars, just as soon as it's my son's bedtime.
Yeah, I mean the thing is we've been divorced for about 4 years now officially. So I'm pretty sure she's got most of the the East Coast covered
Eastern
at this
Seaboard.
point. Yes, Eastern Seaboard. She's got it all.
Yeah. Now, is there any part of you that wishes you didn't get divorced, though?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I miss the house. I
Yeah.
miss the house, but that's about it.
Sure.
Yeah, Jason was also funnier when he first got divorced too. His
he?
freshly divorced jokes were pretty fucking good.
It is a breakup will do that. It's nice. A breakup will, yeah.
Oh, that is a joke generator. When you're
Uh-huh.
when you're miserable and going through a divorce, like that's all you can do is write harsh, funny shit.
That's what I tell all my friends when they go through a breakup. I'm like, you will have like a creative breakthrough, which is, kind of nice.
Yeah, so if you're out there, you're listening to this, and you're a comedian, and you need some new, if you have
need
writer's
some new
block,
material,
need some new material.
Hit your girlfriend.
Yeah, destroy
Wake
your
up.
family.
Just fucking hate her, dude. It's worth it. It's worth the bit.
Yeah.
Oh man,
We do not condone.
So
violence
No, I don't.
here.
But I do wonder how much material I would get if after. I don't think I'd get more than a new 5.
yeah, that's true. Not a lot of legs in domestic violence these days,
Yeah.
especially if you hit them in the fucking knees.
I think we should.
Mike, you did.
leave that.
Let's pivot. Let's pivot, guys.
Sure.
You did Just for Laughs, and we've talked to people who have done Just for Laughs before, where like I've talked to them about like, hey, how important was it? Like, what's going on with this? And they're like, they say things happen. Like, so like, how important is Just for Laughs really with like getting booked in industry gigs and stuff?
Well, I think it was important for the people that I did it with because I did it in 2011, and I was the youngest. Me and Gerard Carmichael were the youngest people to do it, but I'm like 2 months younger than Gerard, so I was the youngest person in that year to do it, and I did it with Ali Wong, Gerard, Ron Funches, Beth Stelling, Dan Soder did the Unwrapped showcase. Little Rel was my year. A lot of people who have done very well. I guess it was. I don't know. I don't know. It's a nice little notch in your belt. I think if you do it, it does feel like TV's probably coming next. Not that TV means anything anymore, but I did it. I did Conan like 3 years later, which was kind of a long wait. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I did it. I did as best. I think the shows went as best as they could have gone, but now I'm sitting here talking to you guys instead of on Netflix with Ali Wong. It's just funny.
Hey, dude,
it's just funny
Mike,
how things work out.
We're hit makers, man. Let me
dude.
explain, Jacob.
Right. No, I'm having a good time. I got a beautiful
for real,
family.
Dude. For real,
me and Jason are a beautiful family as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can be my Netflix.
Be prepared.
Hell yeah, dude.
Next week, somebody might throw a beer at you, and then you end up on Fallon.
No shit. The week before, Ariel Elias got a high noon thrown at her on stage and broke the internet. Yeah. She was on our podcast the week before.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. And so a week later, we're like releasing the episode, and it's like Ariel Elias is on fucking CNN and Good Morning America, and we're like, oh
wow,
we should have booked her for this week.
I wonder if maybe I'll get a beer thrown at me. I'll just get brain damage. I'll get to,
Mike Recine becomes like his brother is the fucking headline.
I'll get to spend more time with my mom. That's for sure.
You're gonna get hit with
we're
an
still enrolling at my school.
What's that? Yeah. I'll come down to Louisiana. You can wipe my ass.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm a fucking professional at it at this point.
Isn't that so crazy though? Like these moments that happen at shows that we think nothing of. It's like if you get it on video, you go viral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I had a girl yell at me a few months ago when I did a show. I was doing a new bit. She didn't like it. To be fair, the bit probably wasn't ready. But then somebody was like, yeah, if you got that on video, that would have gone viral. So maybe if I wasn't so fucking lazy, I'd be the famous guy who got yelled at by some girl.
That's what they all say,
the
though,
show.
dude. Every time I've
That's
gotten in
what
a
they all
fight
say.
at a show.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's like whenever something bad happens to you at a comedy show, like I've gotten in several fights at comedy shows before, and everyone was like, "Dude, if you got it on tape, it would have gone viral."
Yeah.
Like, no, dude, it's just me fighting another human. Like, it's
right.
It wasn't even a good fight.
It's crazy. I've seen videos that go viral where it's like somebody's heckling and the comedian comes back at them, and I go like, "This is just what you would say. This is like the natural thing you would say. Like that's the most obvious thing you would say to that heckler in that moment." But for some reason, 2.8 million likes on TikTok.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Matt Rife again.
Shout out to Matt Rife. Yeah, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he does it.
He's a fucking magician.
Yeah.
Do you like doing shows in the South, by the way, dude?
It's been a while since I've been there. I taped my Comedy Central half hour in New Orleans, and yeah, I don't think I've been to the South. I've been to I went to Nashville recently. That was fun, and I went to you guys probably have classifications of what you can consider the South, but
no, I mean that's all South.
Yeah. But yeah, New Orleans was fun. Nashville was fun. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm looking forward to it.
That's probably a bad question for you because your comedy definitely plays well in the South, I'm sure. Because you have the shit that people like. Because it's like it's dark, it's dirty, and it's quick.
Right.
Like it's very like you cannot be setting up a fucking act out in the South.
Thank you. Yeah, I think there's places that I do well and places that I don't do as well.
Right.
So I'm hoping these shows will be fun. But if they're not, I'll just go home to my wife and tell them they were good.
Right. Yeah. Tell her they're good anyways.
Yeah.
Put the money in the bank and be like, don't ask any questions.
Yeah. I'll Photoshop a fake check from the comedy club.
See, what can happen is if you have bad shows, you go home, you take it out on your wife, get divorced, and then you have some brand new jokes afterwards.
Exactly.
Have you been educated about the gas station food in the South or no?
No.
It's amazing.
Yeah, like Crystal? Is that?
Oh no, dude.
Yeah, I remember last year I drove to Nashville and back, and I passed a Crystal, and I was like, I have to go here, even though it's like I know it's the same as White Castle. I was like, I don't know, there's something exciting about that.
Nah, dude. So while you're in Lafayette, stop at a gas station that looks like you'll get shot at. Okay. And they will have the best food you've ever put in your mouth.
Really?
They make food at the gas station, dude.
Really?
They like fry up shit like Southern made homemade food at gas stations here.
Okay.
Specifically Mississippi where we're at. Like you can get some of the best fucking like buffet style Southern food.
Okay.
Just in the local corner gas station.
I do love a good gas station. I do love a good gas station hot dog.
Oh,
it's one of my favorite things.
Thank you.
I like to eat it because then you go like, oh, I didn't die.
Right.
You know?
They had this one good day.
They have this one hot dog. It's like it's a gas station hot dog. You only get it at a gas station. It's a cheeseburger, but it's like molded into the shape of a hot dog, and you eat it like a hot dog.
I've seen
that. It's really good.
Dude, say Wes. Where the fuck is that at?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll send you guys a picture.
See,
please do, dude.
I can't do the gas station hot dogs, man. You don't know how long those have been on the thing. You don't know whose dirty ass fingers have been touching that thing. It's just out there.
Yeah, you don't know. That's why it's acceptable.
Yeah, but that's why it's exciting because you'll like. The odds are you could die, but you won't die. That's what's exciting about it.
Right.
It's like playing Russian roulette with like a bullet with like a gun that holds 100 bullets. like if you put one bullet in the 100 bullet chamber and spin it.
I would say for gas station hot dogs, there's a 95% chance you're going to get diarrhea later.
I don't really get that, and then they don't really give me diarrhea.
Really? No diarrhea, huh?
No, I mean, I'm not really keeping a notebook or anything. Maybe they are. I don't know.
I think he's
Here, do you have a notebook about this? When was the last time you shit your pants?
Not like kindergarten.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't shit my pants.
Thank you.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but I don't shit my pants.
In
fact, I did a show in Connecticut last weekend, and I was driving, and I had another comic in my car, and I just like I had to fart, so I started like farting really loud because I thought it was funny, and then I just kept doing it. And she was like, "Aren't you worried you're gonna shit your pants?" And I was like, "No, like I don't. I'm not a pants. Not like I said, not to toot my own horn, but I'm not a pants
Not to
shitter.
toot your own toot.
Yeah,
So that's
not
one
to
for
toot
my
my own
camp.
asshole over here.
We're in the that shitting your pants is not a normal thing to do. We're in that camp, Jacob.
That's okay.
do you just
Brian
shit your
O'Halloran
pants all
shits
the-
his pants. That's all I need.
Do you just shit your pants?
Oh yeah, dude. I shit my pants chronically.
Do you wear diapers?
No, I probably fucking should, dude. So
Yeah.
this all came about, and this became a question on the show because there was a
Just
stretch.
go to CVS and be like, it's for a comedy sketch.
Dude, I don't care. I'll go to CVS and be like, "This is for me." Like, that'll be a bit. But there was this one month where 3 Tuesdays in a row I shit my pants on a Tuesday. 3 weeks in a row on a Tuesday.
And then what do you do? Where are you when that happens?
3 different places. One, I was in bed with my fiance and I shit the bed. One, I was getting ready for work at my day job and I shit my pants in the bathroom. And so I had to take my drawers out to the dumpster. And then another time I was getting ready to host an open mic and I shit my pants. And then I
You're
walked
like, man, one of
stage.
these special needs kids shit himself again. It's just built in. It's just that's why you work at that school.
100% I have covered.
Blame it on them. Yeah.
And they have diapers big enough to fit me there too, if I need one.
Great.
But yeah, dude, I shit my pants like 10 minutes before an open mic and walked on stage and just riffed about shitting my pants. Because what else do you do in that situation?
You leave the open mic.
Nah, dude, I'm hosting. I gotta stay.
Oh, you're
I gotta get
hosting?
that money. Yeah, I gotta get that money, man.
You're like, your next comic, he's gonna get to do 20 minutes tonight when I go clean myself up.
Right.
It's just the worst comic in Mississippi. he gets to do a tight 20.
Dude, the worst comic in Mississippi was hosting the open mic. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And the worst part about when it happened is like Jacob's on stage. I know he shit his pants. He's talking about shitting his pants. And I'm like, the only thing separating the audience from his dirty, shitty ass is just a little bit of denim. And that's it. Just a little bit of blue jeans between us and his dirty ass.
I know. Doesn't it like drip down your leg?
No, I mean, I cleaned myself up before I got up there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I just shit my underwears.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you got to start wearing diapers. I got diapers recently, adult diapers, because I felt like the podcast needed like a gimmick, like a joke, and I just pissed in a diaper on the podcast. But I'm not against like wearing diapers as an adult.
Right.
I think we should kind of normalize it, especially if you live in like a major city.
100%.
You'll save so much money. Because I had to pee. I was driving back. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was driving back from Jersey yesterday, and I had to pee, and I was like, it's like 40 minutes. We were in Staten Island, and I pulled over to a Shake Shack, and then this is what a piece of shit I am, though. I like peed. I was able to pee. And I didn't have to buy anything, but I did anyway. And I spent $17 at Shake Shack just so I could piss. I'm like, I fucking hate myself.
No, I mean, if you think about it just for safety purposes, it makes sense for everyone to wear a diaper and for everyone to wear a helmet just at all times.
Oh, I think he lagged out. Uh-oh.
You talking to me or Mike?
I think he lagged out. Yeah, he's back now. Mike, you're back now. You lagged out for a little bit.
Me? I lagged out?
Yeah.
Jeez, my internet. It's crap.
It's that Brooklyn internet.
Hell yeah, dude. That's the topic of the podcast. Crap. But we're coming up on the end anyways, dude. So we can go ahead and do promos. I know you've got a special coming out. You're on the road. Where can people see you? Where can they listen to you?
Yeah, my career is just kind of on its last legs, but I will be coming to Louisiana this weekend. I'll be in Thursday.
Oh no!
I'll be in New Orleans on Saturday, and I will be in Austin, Texas. What am I dropping out again?
Yeah, you dropped out.
I'll be in Austin, Texas on Sunday. Am I still there?
Yeah, you're still here. You're here now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
I'll
here.
I'll be in Austin, Texas on Sunday at Roscoe's Comedy Club. I think that's a newer club in East Austin. And yeah, I just hope that I hope I make money, I guess.
And,
hope it works. I hope it works out.
Do you have a website for everybody to go check out your stuff?
MikeRecineComedy.com.
Awesome. I will put that in the show notes.
Thank you so
link
much.
That in, and he's got shows in Lafayette, New Orleans, Texas. Go get some tickets wherever you are closest to. Look out for his new special coming out, and go listen to his podcast. What's the name of your podcast, Mike?
Out for Smokes.
Out for Smokes. He pisses in diapers on it. You guys would love it if you love listening to this show. You'll fucking love listening to Mike piss in diapers, dude.
Thanks, guys.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you for coming on the show, and we'll have you on again real soon. And after you do your shows, and let us know how everything went in Lafayette, and let us know if you actually understood everybody while you were.
All right, I will.
And Jacob, you got any shows coming up?
Yeah, dude. June 4th, check me out at Doc's Hop Shop in Pensacola, Florida. And that's all I've got right now. But we've got fucking Sam Tallent's coming on our show. He's the funniest person to ever live.
Awesome. And I don't have anything to promote right now.
Thanks. Maybe Sam Talent can fucking wipe your ass.
Dude, I'll wipe Sam Tallent's ass, dude.
No, I hear great things.
Oh, great. Well, we're going to go ahead and get out. If you want to email us at openmicerspodcast@gmail.com. We're at openmicers.com. Go to our Linktree/openmicerspodcast. Takes you everywhere you need to go. And if you want to join our Patreon, go to patreon.com/ompodcast. Little as $1 a month helps us keep the show going. And that's going to do it for this week. Thank you guys so much for hanging with us, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, boys.
Let's do a Patreon episode in diapers.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. They have to, and you have to, every time you shit yourself, you get $8.
Jacob would be rich.
Yeah.
Dude, if I had $8 for every time I shit myself, I wouldn't have to do this podcast.
Yeah. Jacob would make $64 a week.
Well, say goodbye to everybody that's going to be watching this on YouTube. Thank you so much. And
thanks for having me, guys.
We're here every week, so come drop by and say hi. We'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye.